When things start to feel like they could climax, all of a sudden it would just go away. And I'm like, what the heck? And I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
Uh-huh.
And going through this, it was definitely like, oh, I think I'm not letting myself feel pleasure.
Welcome to the Get Your Marriage On podcast. I'm your host, Dan Purcell, a sex and intimacy coach for married couples. My mission is to help you build and maintain a sexually vibrant and emotionally intimate marriage. Join me each week as we explore principles and practical tools based on Christian values to create the passionate, joyful, and thriving marriage you're designed to have. Everyone, welcome back. This is part 4 of a 5-part series of Peggy and Steve's coaching experiences. This is where their names have changed, their voices are changed, but their story is authentic as we work through issues and concerns in their own marriage. Now, as a listener, as you listen, see if you can identify parts of your own marriage in what Peggy and Steve share in their marriage. The purpose of this episode, I hope, is that you'll learn, hey, I'm not that different from these couples in these instances, or I can learn a little bit, or if I was Peggy or Steve in this situation, what would I do differently? This puts you in a position where you can start to think clearly about your own marriage and start making those small transformational changes so you have better intimacy and closeness in your relationship. If you'd like help going deeper, we have our men's and women's small group coaching cohorts starting May 12. This is excellent for any individual that wants closer emotional or sexual intimacy in their relationship. It's small groups, which means it's intimate, it's 14 weeks long, it's affordable, and you'll find the details at getyourmarriageon.com and events. I'm about to meet with Peggy and Steve. This is going to be our 4th meeting. It's been a month since the last meeting. In between meetings, I've had a lot of good email back and forth, and Peggy and Steve have made a lot of progress, which we'll get to hear about. Specifically, Peggy saying she's recognizing her blocks when it comes to sexual intimacy, meaning when she's about to get into it, she sees that resistance in her mind. So I want to explore that further with her tonight and see if we can help this wonderful couple move things forward for them. Hey, you two, it's been a while. Give me an update. How are things been? Well, for the sake of our listeners, that is.
Well, let me see. We've had a fair bit of stress and a fair few busyness things, and so that's made things a little more complicated for us. But we're practicing the stuff you've talked about. I'm practicing working on being supportive of Peggy and doing whatever level of intimacy or flirting or whatnot that is good for her. And I'm working on when I need to calming the heck down, as you say, and learning to manage without using
Self-regulate.
Yes, that's the word. Self-regulating. Yes, we'll call it that.
And then
Cool.
I'm working on noticing when I put up barriers so I can self-regulate and calm down and try and enjoy instead. So noticing more of it apparent in my life than what I thought, which is good to notice.
That's good. I also had the assignment last time to look in the mirror more,
Mhm.
or can you give us an update on that?
I need to do more practice, but it definitely takes a bit to do emotionally. But I think it'll be good to practice more and learn to appreciate my body.
But it's not like you haven't been doing it. You've had a few sessions of that.
Yeah,
And what does that do for you?
I think it helps give a more positive view and appreciate what my body is capable of, instead of focusing on the negative things that I usually see.
That's good. I wonder what would be most helpful tonight is to do a little bit deeper dive into Peggy, what you mentioned about how you're still noticing a block or a barrier, and see if there's things we can just understand better, just collect more data tonight.
Mhm.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more what you mean, because this is good. This is like something you're starting to notice and recognizing yourself
Mhm.
more. Can you describe it a little bit more? Is there a
Yeah.
time recently for you? What were you doing? What was going on when you're like, oh, I'm recognizing this?
Well, one of the main times is when we are like having sex and I'm really like, oh, this really feels good. And then when things start to feel like they could climax, all of a sudden it would just go away. And I'm like, what the heck? And I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
Uh-huh.
And going through this, it was definitely like, oh, I think I'm not letting myself feel pleasure, like not consciously, but it's just, and I started to notice that when I would try and like, that would happen, not stopping, but like trying to be, no, this is okay, this is good. And like minutely being able to feel more pleasure and continue. So it's definitely like, I have to unlearn the process. I know it's going to take a bit as long as I keep trying though. So, and then I noticed, I think I just would naturally put up barriers when anything that was supposed to be like pleasurable. I'm like, oh, I think I do it like all the time, not just like kissing or flirting. And sometimes flirting's fun, but if it feels like it could turn into more, I think I just shut it down unconsciously. So I'm like, okay, I have a lot of stuff to address. But it gives me hope that I'm like, oh, I found the cause. That's why. So I can actually address it now. It's just being like, what is going on?
Gotcha. So it's not just sexual things or in the act of sex per se. You're
Mhm.
noticing areas of your life where you kind of shut down pleasure.
I think it's from, before when you're dating, you're like, I don't want anything to get too far. So I just would like
Right.
shut it off before it started. I didn't realize how unconscious I still.
Got it. And whose voice is it that's telling you it's not safe to keep going, that it's time to put up the wall, shut it down?
No, I think it's just myself being like, nope. And I can tell my brain is starting to be like, what are you doing? Challenging things. So I'm like trying to be like, we're good. It's okay. So I'm trying to kind of low level it for a minute until my brain figures out we're okay. We're not in danger.
Got it. You're like, time out, brain. This is okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So it feels familiar to you because this is the habit for the last, I don't know, 20 years of your life, right?
Yeah.
To get there. So things are feeling good. You feel like, oh, I might be able to climax. And then it's like a warning bell going off, like, right? Like, don't go further.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It just all of a sudden my brain would just kind of disengage.
Do you think it's trying to protect you from something?
Probably just like, I don't know if it's like, oh, this is not what we're supposed to do, even though it is. So, but I've definitely made some progress in like, in the moment to think, no, this is okay. Like self soothing in a way of like, this is okay. Like, I feel like I've made a little bit of ground on that. It still happens, but I'm challenging it. So it's good.
Can you take me with you in your mind's eye to a recent moment when you've felt that? Can we like play the movie, so to speak, back in your mind? Like it's kind of like in sports, how they do it like a slow-mo replay. Like that's what I'd like you to do if you'd take me with you into your mind. So I'm assuming it's a sexual moment
Mm-hmm.
and things are feeling good.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, I guess just, yeah, I can feel it start to get closer, and then instead of just enjoying, my brain starts to analyze what's going on and judging it like, is this okay? Should we be doing this? Is this whatever's happening, like motion or caress or whatever, is that okay to do type thing? And now I'm like, no, that's okay. Whatever he's doing, as long as I'm okay with it, it's okay. Instead of just like, only certain things are okay.
So as you describe this to me, can you put yourself in a situation where you can, in your mind's eye, you can feel it? Like you can almost feel that moment?
Like,
Really want you to like visualize it in your mind and picture it like happening. And it sounds to me like you're no longer in your body, you're more in your head.
Yeah.
And then brain's like kill switch, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And let's guide you through that in your mind's eye. Because I want you to get to that moment where you feel the berry come out. And I want to pause with you. But in order for this to work effectively tonight, I want you to like really imagine it best you can, as vividly as you can, in that, as you lead to that moment.
Well, I know it's definitely with like, it usually happens when, like, let's say he wants to use his mouth or something and like in my breast or something. Like before I was early in marriage, I'd be like, no. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm starting to be like, well, that's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, anytime when I'm like, that could be seen as bad, like, that's when it triggers the process that starts me to think, oh, that's not okay. And then I'm more in my head, and then things shut down.
So you take yourself to that moment now. Do you feel it? Do you feel it in yourself? You take yourself to that moment where you, okay, here it is. Oh, there's the kill switch coming on.
Okay.
And in that moment, what happens if you just take a deep breath and just slow things down just for a minute?
Okay. Like, I don't know, I guess exactly what you're looking for. Like, I just kind of pause in my body and tense up, I guess. Is that what you're looking for?
Great. Where are you tense?
Definitely, like, here, and then my brain just kind of, and I don't know, anywhere that's being paid attention to probably is tight, I'm sure. Just
Gotcha. So Steve is giving attention to your breasts. It's feeling good. But then you start to second guess yourself in that moment.
mm-hmm.
So does it feel tense in your breasts, in your shoulder, your
Probably just more in like chest, like heart area and head.
Gotcha.
Things just kind of freeze.
Gotcha. Describe that tension in the chest a little bit more for me.
Probably anxiety and just worry, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Are probably the two main ones.
Yeah. Do you feel it right now? Describing it to me. Do you feel that in your chest?
Well, just talking about it, yeah.
Perfect. So I want you to hold on to that feeling just for a second. Get there again.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you take a deep breath and just breathe into the chest, breathe into the tension? Like in your mind's eye, you're going to breathe into that part to relax it.
Mm-hmm. Get out some. Probably take a few breaths.
Yeah, do a few breaths. Yeah.
Yeah. And just help relax.
I'm doing this with you because
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling the same feelings you're feeling, it feels like. But for me, when I'm in that moment, I feel it in my shoulders, not my chest. I feel my shoulders start to scrunch up. So as you're doing, I'm doing it myself too. And I'm breathing into my shoulders like, it's okay. Like, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a mantra you can repeat to yourself that would help in this
I mean,
moment? Mantra is not, but like a power phrase or some other, that sounds so new agey. But what I mean is like,
I'm retraining my brain.
I want this.
Yeah.
I like this. This feels good. Is there something that's very affirming about this?
Mm-hmm. I've been doing like, it's okay. We're not doing anything wrong.
I like it's okay.
Yeah.
Not doing anything wrong. It sounds like a double negative, right?
And I've listened, like, this could be fun. I can enjoy it type stuff.
Ooh, I like that. This can be fun. I can enjoy this. Okay, we're going to start from the top and go at it again. So I need you to, if you can, again, please, put yourself back in that situation. Imagine it. The stimulation, it feels good. And you're sensing that natural resistance starting to come up. And then when you have it, when it's vivid and you can feel that tension start to build in your chest, that anxious feeling, we're going to breathe into it this time. And you can say, it's okay. You don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, but it's okay. This can be fun. I can enjoy this. It's okay. this can be fun. I can enjoy this.
Definitely helps loosen things up. Then I get tense about like just seeing me like be loose and having fun, but then I tell myself, but that's okay too. So it's kind of a
Wow, your brain's like tried the left hook, and if that doesn't work, it's like getting you with the right hand, right?
yeah. So I'm like, no, but I can. It's okay to have fun. So I do stage 1 and then I do stage 2.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I battened around the hatches pretty good.
Okay, what is your brain trying to do? Like sometimes my brain is like a 3-year-old that's trying to be helpful, but
Yeah.
gets in the way more than not. But bless its little heart, is trying to be helpful.
Right.
Like, do you sense that too in that moment?
I
Like,
think it's
what is it trying to do?
yeah, I think it's trying to protect me from making a mistake. And I'm like, these aren't mistakes anymore. So, like, it would have been before marriage, but now it's not. So I just need to retrain my brain that this isn't protecting me anymore. It's hindering me.
Peggy, I'm going to offer a different way of looking at that.
Okay.
What if it was never wrong to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Always been right. It's just reserved. Like our sexuality belongs to us and we've always been a sexual being.
Mm-hmm.
It's just reserving the fullness of the expression of our sexuality in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I liken it like in our faith tradition, we have the light of Christ, we have, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, and its influence. And then you have the gift of the Holy Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
different levels of the Holy Ghost in our life. It's always been there, but now with the covenant, we have the fullness of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think of it that way, but with sex. It's like, this has always been there. It's always been good.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm in the marriage covenant, I have the fullness of the expression of that. So try on that thought. It's like, here, have a hat. Try this on. What do you like?
Yeah.
Does this hat help at all? Think of it that way.
Yeah. I'm definitely reassessing things. I definitely want to teach our kids to think more like that than how I thought about it, so they don't have my issues.
That's good. All right. I want you to try on that thought right now. Like, feel it. What's it like?
Now it feels right. Like I feel like that's how I should have thought about it, and that would have been a lot more healthy before.
How about today?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely working on embracing that today too.
I mean, if that thought's not helpful for you,
It
you can
is.
tell me.
No,
Let
it
me
is
know.
helpful.
Okay, good. The difference there is this was bad and now it's good,
Mm-hmm.
compared to this has always been good and now it's time for its full expression.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the seed has always been there and now it's been planted. I have a little flower next to me. What are these called? Amaryllis.
Uh-huh.
So yes, I know. That's the metaphor in my mind, right? It's always been there. Now it's in full bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is its expression. It's not that this was bad and now that it's grown, now it's right. The bulb wasn't bad and now that it's grown, it's a good
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's always been good. The seeds have been there. And I wonder, and I think that's critical because that feeling of, oh, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
To have my husband give this much attention to me and enjoy me this much, and for me to get enjoyment from that, it's always been supposed to be that way. It's
Yeah.
always been.
Yeah. Like I can be happy for others when they are,
Enjoying each other.
yeah, like see a healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need to let myself feel that way too.
Mm-hmm. The fastest way to rewire your brain is to involve your body. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Like my daughter does horseback riding.
Mm-hmm.
She started with one teacher, loved it, and then now graduated. Now she's with a different teacher. And this different teacher is like, your technique is bad. Like, you're holding the reins wrong. You're scrunching your shoulders. The way you bend your knee is like, it's got to be like this. And now my daughter's frustrated because like she has to like relearn how to ride the horse with this teacher,
Okay.
which is now the proper way to do it. Now, if we're to just sit down and explain it to her and tell her, even though she's really smart and intelligent, she can't just get on the horse and do it differently.
Okay.
Right? It's got to be something she experiences, no, and then not that way, yes, this way. It's body learning involved.
Okay.
That's what I mean. So the more you can involve your body in it, the faster you can rewire your brain.
Okay. Yeah. We were thinking about trying some make-out sessions as a small
Oof, I
gateway.
love
I'm sure Steve would be so proud.
love that idea. Was that Steve's idea?
What is my
Okay.
idea?
Rough as
Oh,
Peggy's.
you brother. Great.
I suppose
You
like
can
if
do-
you talked into it.
Right. She twists his arm.
Yeah.
Great. No, you don't have to wait for sex to do this. This is any moment in life when it's like something that's, appropriate pleasure, like just enjoying a nice, beautiful day, whatever it is. It's like, I'm allowed. This is fine.
Yeah.
Breathe in and allow it.
Yeah, definitely working on just, taking pleasure in things, even if it's just like casual flirting. Want to try and just sit in the moment and not let judgments get in the way.
I think that's great because your sexual fantasies revolve around being able to flirt with no strings attached.
Yeah.
That it's in you, like you've got it in you. It's now just experiencing that. That's a beautiful thing. All right, Steve, let's check in with you. How are you?
Doing, yeah, a little tired, been stressed lately. Same as everyone.
Before I dive more into stress and whatever, tell me about what this experience has been like with Peggy for you tonight. Like anything coming up for you, anything you're like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Anything you want to add on?
We've talked about stuff like this after previous sessions and homework and all that. So I understood it all. I'm just trying to, make sure that I dial it down to whatever level she needs at any given time and stuff. I'm always ready to go, 0 to 60. Like, all right, let's do this. Yeah. Like, okay, we'll stick with first gear for now, or something along those lines. But no, I'm always amazed at how well she's able to identify what's going on in her head and heart and able to figure all that out. It's always been remarkable to me. And since I usually, when I look inwards, I get a big giant question mark. But no, see, she's remarkable. And
She sure is. You got that right. Tell me more about what it means for you to dial it down, like you said.
Like make-out sessions and stuff. The kids are in bed and we have time and we're just like, all right, let's try making out. And I'm thinking, ready then. And so we start making out, and I'm usually I have no problem with it going as far as she would like. And like, if we have time tonight, great, let's do this. But I know that I can get a little energetic. So
Enthusiastic.
okay, how do I be? So I suppose the thing that I need to practice is being 100% in first gear and not just, trying to be in fifth gear, but just, holding the brakes so my engine is revving at fifth gear. So just
Or
try
zoom
to
dragging her behind you. Good either.
like, my brakes broke. Oh crap! Now what? So I'm just trying to. I want to make sure that I show up in a way that she doesn't feel bad for hindering me, in heavy air quotes. And that was a wonderful, first gear main out session or flirting of this form or whatever. I just want to show up so that she's just like, yeah, that was great. That was lovely. or that was just what I needed at the moment of what I can handle, and didn't try to push me too far or something, which I know I often sometimes do. So, but
So lately, you've been focusing on the word I'm going to use is pacing with her.
yeah, pacing. That's for running, right? I think I'm allergic to running. So,
Oh, no, it's for cycling.
oh, sci-fi. I've heard that too.
I'm
Allergic
allergic.
to running.
I don't know, hiking or swimming. I don't know, whatever sport. Like pacing together.
Sport, yeah, okay. I follow. It's like sport with the different shaped balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spheres, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes. Anyways, yes. Yeah, working on just trying to be supportive, and whatever level she wants, I just try to pace her, so that
Or let her pace you, I guess, is a better way I'm trying to say it. Like
she
you're
sets,
working on.
she sets the pace, and I just keep up.
Okay, as you do so lately, I just want to check in with you. Any resentment? Does it feel collaborative? Or does it feel like you're selling out to her? There's a big difference.
No, I wouldn't say that I've been selling out or just bemoaning the, oh, why can't we do this or anything. No.
First gear, again, it's not like that.
No, I wouldn't.
You've been pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't really, but we haven't really done anything too different. I mean, we still end up having sex at a fairly normal schedule. Obviously, during our vacation, that was a different story and everything, but it hasn't really changed our status quo or anything like that. So it hasn't been too bad.
So it sounds to me then, the picture in my mind is you're able to really be present with Peggy, and it feels kind of collaborative, kind of like a good dancer, right? You're gonna like dance together, move together. How's that? There's another sport for you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't feel like that's been. I would say it's been all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your take on that?
Yeah, it's been a lot better than it used to be.
All right. So during these moments when you see Peggy enjoying it more and more and it's getting nice, can you sense when that anxious energy creeps in? Sense that moment?
We haven't done a ton of makeout sessions, so I couldn't tell you at that moment right then.
And the other times.
Yeah, but when we're having sex and stuff, usually Piggy has asked me to, try not to look at her face and stuff, to just let her focus on one thing at a time. First, feel better about it, and then, be a little more willing to be seen. So I just try to give her, I don't know, your privacy, but obviously that seems a little odd to say at the moment. I have in the past, is the short answer. Sometimes I can tell, not always. It's hard to tell sometimes when she's focusing on enjoying and just trying to get her head into that place that she wants it to be, versus struggling with fighting that off, fighting off her unhelpful side of her brain, I guess you call it that.
So from your vantage point, you see Peggy really go internally during sex.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a clue. Can you give me a little more detail, Steve, from your perspective? So my wife and I have sexual experiences where she's really focused on her pleasure, and like she really goes internally, like inside, and I'm shut out a little bit from that experience because she's really trying to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with her physically, but I'm not with her emotionally in that journey, in that process. And there's other times where sex is very much welcomed in, not just physically, but emotionally also, in with her, on this experience with her.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like from your perspective with Peggy in sex? And I know we're talking about how she's trying to fight the demons that want to tell her it's bad, 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 and whatever. But how are you a bystander more in that? Are you a part of that with her, emotionally speaking?
I'd say it kind of varies during any given sexual encounter. I think it's more collaborative, I suppose you'd call it, more towards the beginning when we're both just relaxing together, warming up and stuff like that. And then when it starts getting more ramping up the pleasure and stuff and working on the more erogenous zones.
More intensity.
Yes. When the intensity gets more, she starts focusing on that, which I'm thrilled about because I'm like, yes, let's make sure that you have lots of pleasure. And I mean, she retracts, but just to focus on that. I don't think she's trying to be, selfish, or I don't think it's negative in any way. It's just she's focusing on, okay, all right, body, let's do this thing. And so I guess emotionally it would be more, okay, my job is to keep doing what you're doing and do not vary on penalty of death. And, and whatnot. And then it might go a little more collaborative and stuff when she's just like, okay, if you'd like, you can,
Your turn.
yeah, my turn now, and then it can go back to her turn. And then when it's back to her turn, obviously it's, just focused on, okay, what can we do for you, and I'll take care of you. Certainly understand it and all that. So is it kind of like what you're looking for? Or?
Yeah, that helps me understand a lot better. Thank you. Can you notice the point where, like you told me, like, hey, we'll focus on her for a bit. And she's like, okay, your turn, Steve.
Yeah.
And then you finish, and then you return back to her until she's, satisfied. In that exchange, can you sense the moment when she's kind of like, because she's trying for more intensity, she's trying to really feel and really experience that pleasure and that buildup.
Mhm.
But at some point, the kill switch kind of comes along and like stops things. Can you sense that moment when that happens without her even saying a word?
I mean, usually she just gives a subtle, move something away so I don't stimulate one area or another. So I can certainly tell right after, right when she's hitting that.
Because it gets overstimulated pretty quick.
Oh, just that's when the kill switch happens, and it's just like, oh, in my head too much, don't touch there, and then work on to other stuff. Then I can tell there's a shift at that point. Can't always tell leading up because she looks just very focused. But if she hadn't done that, I probably couldn't tell too easily when she reaches that internal kill switch point.
Peggy, I'm not trying to give you a job to do during sex. So that's the last thing anyone needs. But is there anything that Steve can do that you can invite him to do to help you with that moment that we've been talking about earlier tonight, where you do feel that anxiety start to creep up? We're learning how to breathe into it. Of course, we have our new mantra. It's okay. I like this. This is good for me. I can enjoy this.
I think what helps is him just enjoying it. Helps me to be like, I can enjoy it too. Like, I feed off of his enjoyment.
Oh, yeah.
So,
okay.
That's, I'm kind of trying to basically ride his wave of enjoyment. And I think it helps a little bit so far, and I think it might get more.
So what I hear you say is, when sex, not that it's this way all the time, but when sex is, you're the project. That doesn't help at all. It's not erotic. But when he's there with you and just enjoying you and enjoying your enjoyment, just enjoying your body and your beauty and whatever, you're not the project, but he's there with you in that.
Being the project sometimes is fine and good. Like, it helps me work on things. But when it's 100% of the time, then it's like, okay, I just need a free day. Like, to not even try anything, just other than just trying to have fun without any pressure on myself. So kind of depends on the time, but it's not a bad thing for him to just try and enjoy himself.
Good. Good. All right. How do you feel about this session so far? We've covered a lot of ground.
Doing pretty good. I think my homework is the stuff I said I was trying to work on, like try to enjoy the moments, get some practice in.
Yeah. Good. And what it sounds like, Steve, is just keep on all the good you're doing. I don't see you interfering much with the process. It looks like you're both very collaborative through this.
Trying to be.
Yeah.
Great. Anything else where I can be helpful for you tonight?
I think I'm good. I got my things, my marching orders.
I feel like there's probably a lot more things that I should work on, but I couldn't really tell you at the moment. I mean, do you have more things that you're like, oh, this would get better, or need to work on this, or
Nothing that's like, oh yes, that. I've been focusing on my stuff, so.
fair.
Yeah, Steve, I don't think either. Earlier on, it was more clear where I could see you interfering with the process for Peggy's growth. But it seems like you've made a lot of changes and corrections there. So that's what I see right now. I could have more data and have a different opinion, but from what I understand, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Now, how will you know when you've achieved the goal of what we're trying to accomplish in our coaching together? What does success look like?
Having fun without holding back. No more barriers.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. I mean, you could achieve that tonight. You could have fun with holding anything back and just enjoy each other thoroughly. That's good. Great. Okay. Keep on it. You got this. Let's meet together again in a few weeks, but keep the emails and the journal entries, please.
Okay.
And yeah, you got this. Let's make it happen. All right. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I thought that session went fairly well. The theoretical framework I work with in my coaching practice is that real change happens in the right brain, not the left brain. In other words, it's not through analysis and thinking where behavior is changed. It's the themes, it's the colors, it's the sensory experience. That's where change happens in the brain. That's more right brain stuff. So I tried to walk Peggy through the practice of if she could viscerally recall the moment where she feels her body kind of tense up with anxiety and shut down. I want her to get to that very moment and practice, like breathing it down, saying things that help her through that, changing her frame of mind. Like, I think in a session, it's a little harder to do, but the more visceral she's willing to push herself there and really experience it, it's how you get your body involved. That uses more of your right brain for real change. In your own marriages, if you can think through and replay the experience they've had and give it as much vivid detail as you can, and imagine all 5 senses involved if you can. What did you see, smell, hear, taste, and touch? What was the fabric against your skin like? What was the sounds like? What were the smells of your spouse or yourself? What was going on? And kind of slow that moment down and replay it. You'll feel those feelings again in your body. And then from that point, practice the tools and work with it. That's one very effective way to help calm the heck down and rewire the brain in that way. I have a lot of optimism for this couple. I think sometimes the finish line for a lot of couples feels like it's the orgasm. I did it. Yay. But that kind of goal focus sometimes gets in the way. I'm glad she said at the end, and Steve too, like, I just want to be able to enjoy sex, like unashamed, and feel really free in it. She didn't say I want to have an orgasm or I need to have this level of pleasure, which I really appreciate. So I think for her and for Steve, it's going to just be a little more of this relaxing practice and easing into it. And every moment, every time, hopefully she'll be able to climb a little higher and a little higher and as she increases her capacity for more pleasure and that connection. I spent a little bit of time to kind of drilling down on what their experience was like of each other in sex. I wanted to make sure what I thought I saw was what I saw. So here's the thing. Some couples have sex, but it's, forgive the expression, it's autistic sex, meaning it's like two kids, it's like watching two 18-month-olds playing together. They're not really playing together, they're occupying the same sandbox. He's playing with his toys, she's playing with her toys, but their brain hasn't developed yet. We're not really like interacting. And I just wanted to see if that's what sex was like for them, because that could also indicate what might be going on too, might be a big clue. But I'm comforted to see and realize that's not so much the case for them. It does feel really collaborative. We do want eyes open sex. You do want sexual experiences where you can be fully present and be really with your spouse in that way. And that's what I want for them, because I think that's going to help them, regardless of pleasure outcomes or whatever. They can actually really be together in it. And that's what I think they're looking for, that freedom by being together in it. And that's, again, it's about growing the capacity. So we'll see how things go in the next few weeks, how seriously they take the assignment, and we'll check in and see how they do.